Hi, I'm Mariah, and this is episode 23 of 33 of the story of my life and my diagnosis with bipolar disorder. Today's episode is about when I got into punk and emo music. Theme, emo and punk music, year, age 23. Music was always my escape, but emo music, that was my mirror. It wasn't just about sad lyrics or dark clothes. It was about hearing someone scream the things that I was too afraid to whisper. I got into emo during one of the most confusing chapters of my life, when I was a teenager with an undiagnosed bipolar mother, but I rediscovered it as a young adult, after dropping out of college, after becoming a mom, and after losing a piece of my identity. I needed something that felt like me, something loud and messy and honest. And then I refound that sound, the one that didn't pretend to be okay, the one that bled. It started with albums that hit me like emotional earthquakes, songs that said, "You're not broken, just overwhelmed." Songs that let me sit in the grief instead of rushing me to heal. One of the first people to help reintroduce me to emo music was Cody, and that's complicated, because our relationship wasn't healthy. But this one thing he gave me, this one connection to music that felt true, I kept that, even after I left everything else behind. He showed me a single song from the album, "Everything Will Be Alright in the End" by Weezer, and I clung to it like a lifeline. That album didn't save my life, but it made me want to save it. From there, I spiraled deeper into the genre, screamo, post-hardcore, bands that no one else seemed to know, like Awake But Still in Bed, or space rock like Spiritualized. I memorized countless albums across all genres, searching for sad indie lyrics that felt like diary entries. And I felt seen. Not because the music fixed me, but because it matched me. It didn't judge my sadness. It didn't try to solve me. It just turned up the volume and said, "Yeah, this is what it feels like. Loud, right?" Emo music taught me that being emotional wasn't weakness. It was data. It was depth. It was proof that I was still alive. Even now, I still listen to the same songs I found back then. I've changed, grown, healed, but the music, it still fits. Because it was never about age, it was about truth, and some truths never stop resonating. So yeah, emo wasn't a phase, it was a home, one I built for myself, when no one else knew where I belonged. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow is going to be episode 24 about when I got into metal music, so I'll see you tomorrow at 3:33 p.m.